EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check. 180. Check. 53 is mine. You don't know no better.
Cam's going to run the option right. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
I'm coming. Watch the eye. Catch three.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Cut. 56.
Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
He's checking. Crash. 22. 39.
Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
What is it? Hey, watch the slant.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton now to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7.
Check the out. Let's go.
Hey, 59, ready.
53, Mike, 53. I got you, boy.
Mike, 53.
Here's Ryan.
Get ready.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
25, 58. Routine spell. Under 10.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
56, Mike, 56.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still not ready for this.
To throw again, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's
let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
56. Check 56. Drop deep, 56. Go. Right there, 56.
From the shotgun, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
First down, Atlanta.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
51, Tom!
56. Mott's 56.
Hey, let's go.
Pick it up. 56 to Mott, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. 56. Mike, 50.
From the 22, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
25.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check it back.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go. Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
20.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready.
56, right there. 56. 3 bucks.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 39, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
A gain of 16 yards.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Right here.
21.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider it. And got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Check three.
To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's going to go down again. Takk McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mike, check. 8. Watch the run.
Off play action, Newton. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Switch.
Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Davis now to return it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, box drop.
Watch the pass. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Let's get off the field.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
56. Mike, 56.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught by Sanu. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hey, Tuesday. 56.
Be a long day for you.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike's 56. Man, that's trash.
Let him go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
56 is the Mike. Wild Bill.
On 1st down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Falcon first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Mario Addison in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 36, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, dude. Check 53. Coming this way. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Check. Mike 53. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the screen. 45 is the mic. 45. Crunch time, defense. 45.
Play action. It's Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
20. Gun. Check. Check out right. 45, Mike. 45.
Newton on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Ready? 45.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go! 56 to Marco.
Now Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
20. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Express. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, defense. Express. 8. Check. Henry. Ricky.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Gun.
It's a gain of 5.
They fake the give. Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Newton. And he's going to be dropped. back at the 15-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Mike. Hey, 59, ready? 3, Mike. And we got you. Ready,
off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21, 58. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, King. Bravo. 56, Mike, 56. Check tight end, check tight. All right, 25 tonight.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
45.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Now Newton on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Throwing again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. Gun. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Woo! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got one.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, wahoo! You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
59 Mike, check, 59. Rip right.
He's back to throw. Jones has it. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th quarter comeback for the QB.
Check 56.
first down. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Gun. Great.
Let's go. Come on. Watch the curl. Hey, switch gears. Mike's 59. All day.
Gun.
59, Mike.
Now Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.